Okay, honesty time. Have you ever completely lost your Crojo, your desire to crochet? Same. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing realistic tips that I use myself, Crojo recovery. Hello friends, my name is Diana and welcome to my channel. I need to know if I am the only one. Have you ever looked at your yarn and just thought, I don't feel like crocheting at all? I think a lot of us go through this, especially those that are creating content or crochet a lot. Recently have this hit me really hard because I was sad. We had to put down our dog and it was a surprise. And if you've watched my videos before, she's always been a part of the videos. And I just emotionally just didn't want to have anything to do with crochet. Hey, the first thing is stop forcing it. The fastest way to stay stuck is to force yourself to crochet when you don't want to. If you're sitting there thinking, I should be crocheting, that's already the problem. This last time that it hit really hard, I gave myself more than 2 days. I gave myself probably a good week of space just to do other things and not feel pressure to crochet. And that helped a little bit with wanting to crochet again. I find that switching to a mindless project really helps. Now, I did share a video recently on ideas for mindless crochet. So crochet without having to think about that. And I will link that here, and I will also link it in the description below if you'd like to watch that, because there were some really good ideas in there. And this actually helped me. Examples include beanies, granny squares, and repetitive rows. For me, what I decided to do, I pulled out a pattern that I had made so many times that I knew that would give me that quick, like creative fix that you get when you create something. So I picked a crochet pattern that I had made before, and let me grab it and show you. The crochet pattern that I picked was this really cute Pics pattern by Rose and Lily, and I can link that in the description as well. So as you can tell, I started with one, and then I felt like the creative juices were, kind of coming, so I decided to make two. And then I decided, you know what, I wonder what other colors that I can make. And it seemed to just kind of get those juices flowing. So then I created all 4 of these colors. So pink, yellow, blue, and this really cool green. This is by Premier Yarns. So I love it because it's something productive that you don't have to think about. I mean, yes, I had to follow the pattern, but there was a lot of repetitive rows in this pattern, and it was a simple make. So this worked up in probably half an hour. So for me, that was tip number 3. Change your environment. Sometimes it's not the crochet, but it's in the environment that you are in. So you may crochet in a different room. So for me, I usually crochet in my office. Sometimes, you can move to the outside. Right now, it's not where I want to be outside unless it's in the morning because it's over 100 degrees and it's the springtime. And I don't know why it's 100 degrees, but it's not enjoyable. You could crochet at a coffee shop. You could crochet with a TV going or a not TV going. I sometimes will listen to books, and then other times I will, kind of watch a show. So these will help your environment change. One of the simplest things that you can do is changing where you sit when you crochet. For example, let me show you. I usually will crochet in this chair right here because my dog is normally sitting in the chair over here. Yeah, this has been the favorite. So when I sit in this chair, I will recline it, and then I'll sit my iPad right there, and I will, listen or watch something. So that's how I do it. Or excuse the mess right now because this is real life and why hide it? When I'm sitting in my chair, I will sit and crochet and either watch something on my laptop. And yeah, so Now, this next tip that I wanted to share is something that I didn't realize that I do, and I kind of do it often, is watch other crocheters crocheting. It's not in the comparison, it's to be inspired. So I will turn on different YouTube channels and I will watch them, and I get not in like, oh, I'm not going to do that. No way. But more like, oh yeah, I love this craft. I want to be inspired by others. And there's so many really good YouTube channels out there to tune into. Who are your favorites to watch on YouTube? Drop them in the comments below. If you have a favorite YouTube channel, I would love to see, because I'm always looking to be inspired by others. Next tip that I want to talk about is start with something small. If a project feels too big, your brain just says, nope, not gonna do it. And it happens to me all the time. Just not gonna do it. Some ideas. A small plush, one granny square. Finishing something tiny gives you that dopamine boost. And that's what gets your momentum going again. And it's totally true. I felt that in this last experience that I had. So I shared those peeps that I made. Well, then I was able to start a bigger project, which was this crochet cardigan. Okay, now this may look a little complicated, but really, it's a granny square. And I had the same skein of yarn that I worked with. And this pattern worked up really quick. I finished it in like 2 or 3 days, but I started with the peeps, and then I'd been wanting to crochet this, but I just had that block. So I found this pattern and I ordered my yarn. I said, I'm going to do it. And sure enough, I did it and I got it done. Another tip that I will share is sometimes I have to remind myself, why did I start crocheting? What was the thing that helped me find that joy, or help me find joy in crocheting? I'd love to hear what your ideas are, or what your why of crocheting is. Drop them in the comments below. Love our community. Some examples can include relaxation, creativity, making gifts, and personal style. When I reconnect with that, it stops the feeling of the pressure to remember my why. If your Crojo is gone right now, don't panic. It'll come right back. If your Crojo is gone right now, don't panic. It will come back. If your Crojo is gone right now, don't panic. It always comes back. You don't lose your creativity. You just need to give it space sometimes. If your Crojo is gone right now, don't worry. Don't panic. It always comes back. You don't lose your creativity. You need to give it some space sometimes. Let me know in the comments what you do when you lose your Crojo, or your Crojo disappears, or how bad is your Crojo right now? Share them in the comments. Thanks for watching. Happy crocheting. Today I'm sharing with you what I do to get my crochet unmotivated to crochet. I think a lot of us go through this, especially